Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that lovely little break we had. This is still Minor League Esports, presented by APM Music. I am still Leechy, and I am still joined by the one and only Hewlett-Packard OfficeJet Pro 9015 all-in-one wireless printer, and Maple.
Oh, Leech, just one sec. Just wait. Uh-huh.
How's she doing?
Okay. She wants you to know that the print job will be complete as soon as this match is over, and she's doing really well, and I am also doing really well, buddy.
Awesome. Oh, all right. What? Carball, Rocket League, dear Lord, what are we doing? Guys, Demolition and Elite. We talked about it before we went to break, and we're going to talk about it again. It is still the same teams, but like I said, we're taking a step down in terms of rank. This is now the Academy League. Skill range, I believe, is roughly Diamond 2 to roughly Champion 1. Yes, lower than CL, but there is no reason to believe that this will be any less exciting compared to their CL counterparts. Mr. Maple, let's dive into the numbers between these two teams a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Looking at the Demolition here right off the bat, the Demo are number 1 in their division, and they come in with a record of 33-17 and a series win record of 7-3 so far, which is outstanding, right? And so the Demolition here just need to keep it going, and Luxurious Poverty and Sky hope to make that happen. But on the other side of the field, we've got the Elite, who are 4th in their division and 13 games back, and only 18-32 in their record, so not as good. But I think what we're going to see here is the Elite wanting to play spoiler, as we see Axe Pancake and Mystic GX ready to go.
Can't wait. Let's talk about, because again, I have goldfish brain. I just want to touch on the differences between these two teams in the conference. Orange conference specifically. Didn't change from the last time. However, where both of these teams were only 12 and 15. There were 3 spots separated towards the bottom of the Orange Conference. Remember, there are 16 total teams. This one paints a little bit more dire of a picture. The Demolition are in... Make sure I got my numbers right. Academy doubles orange. Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry, I was gotta like quadruple check myself. The Demo are in 4th place, sitting pretty near the top of the conference with a record of 33-17. The Elite, you have to look a little bit further down. Almost a mirror image of the Demo's record, 18-32 in 13th place. 4th against 13th.
9. Yes.
9 different
spots separate them.
Nine
Yep.
spots separate. See, I'm calling you Maple Brain from now on. It's amazing. It's I don't know. As close as I wanted the last series to be, I'm having a little bit of difficulty imagining that this one's going to go quite the same way. And yes, on paper, the last one was 4-1. But if you watch it game by game, it was still pretty close throughout the entire game. I don't know if I can expect quite the same end result here in terms of the gameplay.
No, I think you're onto something. I'm not sure that we're going to see quite the same thing here.
I hope so.
And as we get,
but
I do too, right? I want to see an entertaining game, and that's really all everybody else wants to see. So as we get the game underway here, we're looking for the Elite to play spoiler and the Demo to keep their ride going.
Same old colors, Elite in the yellow and Demo in the green. Sky getting her scoring started off super early. Sky and Luxurious Poverty representing the Demolition, and Mystic GX and AX Pancake on the side of the Elite being the recipients of the first goal scored upon them. Oh my god, my brain. The Demo scored first.
The Demo did score first. Wow. No, you're right. They absolutely were the recipients of the first goal against, and that's okay.
That was a way better way of saying it. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Give this guy
man.
my
That's
job.
Oh no way. No, you are way too good at your job, man. And your beard is way too magnificent to not see it here on camera. Okay.
I'll slip you the $20 after. Pancake Heading towards an open goal. No, it's slightly off target. Mystic GX looking for the follow-up. Ooh, cushions it with the wheels. Big fan of those kinds of shots, I should say. And it's back to 1-1.
This is a really good shot by Mystic GX. Just a little bit of a touch with the back tires there. Doesn't look like the front one's quite hit, but enough of a soft shot that it wasn't a banger off the backboard. Gets it into that corner and ties the game up. Lots of time, and it's a brand new game here, Leachy. And, you know, as we talk about, usually there's a feeling out period during the first game or two, or sorry, during the first game, usually for the first few minutes. But already we're seeing a goal on each side, which maybe promises to be some really awesome play for us and for all our viewers at home.
Pancake. Oh, patient rotation gets punished for it. Are you kidding me? The backflip save from Mystic GX on the goal line. Demo were sure as heck counting that one as a goal, and it simply didn't happen, and now Pancake is sending it down the other way. A flip reset attempt. Are you kidding me? Maple, is this Academy League, or am I tripping right now?
No, this is supposed to be Academy League, and you know what? There are some amazing players here in Academy League, and it looks like that's what we have in store for us. It's a really great play and some mechanics that, frankly, I, who sits in FL, have no idea how to do, but wish I could.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. Pancake rotating. That near post, Mystic GX. Oh, great pass over to Sky. She puts that one on target, and Mystic, a great save on that right side post. Sky up for his second attempt. Can't quite make contact. Pancake. Turning. Tepid back pass over there to Mystic GX. Safe in the end. One round up challenging that one. Sky with the clearance. Trying to get a pass out to her teammate. Luxurious Poverty is up. Dropping this one down. A delicate touch, a little bit too delicate to beat the defender. As we get down to the halfway mark in game one, things tied up nice and even at 1-1.
Yeah, they sure are tied up at 1-1, nice and even, and the play is kind of going that way too, but I gotta point out, Mystic GX has had some excellent plays right in the defensive end and right outside his net, and I've been you know what, honestly, I've been very pleased, pleasantly surprised. I don't know what the right word is, but this has been really good play as things start to open up a little bit. We start to see a little bit more ping pong, a little bit less ball control, but really good chances and really good defensive play on both ends so far, Leachy.
I want to touch on a saves stat real quick as we get to the final 2 minutes here. There are 7 saves on the side of the Elite and only 2 on the side of the Demo, and yet the score line is 1-1. I feel like that's a bit of a worrying stat if something doesn't change sometime soon, because I mean the shots are almost close. It's 8 for the Demo and 5 for the Elite. Make it 6 to make it 2 on the scoreboard. The Elite have gotten themselves out of trouble for at least for the time being.
Well, here we go again. Just a solid pass by Mystic GX, as I was just mentioning, and a really great read by Axe Pancake. Makes absolutely no mistake about that. Drives that ball into the net, and we have a 1-goal lead for the Elite, and there's not a lot of time left for the Demo to come back. So let's see if the Demo are able to pick up the pace and really start moving, and to see if Sky can kind of lead her team into a Game 1 victory.
Mystic. Pop off that back wall. Luxurious Poverty, feeding it into the side of AX Pancake. Mystic, decent 50. Pancake, an open shot. Sky just chose not to go for that one, maybe assuming that her teammate was in position. He most certainly was not, and that's the 3rd goal for the Elite.
And what a play. So Axe Pancake has 0 boost in this case. At least that's what it seemed to me, or appeared to be. And Axe is still able to place that ball just behind Luxurious Poverty and make it a 2-goal lead. But as I say that, a good kickoff goal here. Sky kills that ball dead. Nobody follows up from the Elite, and the Demo are able to capitalize and bring it back within 1 with 53 seconds. Leachy, 53 seconds is plenty of time to get another goal, isn't it, for the Demo?
Very much so. Very much so. It's also plenty of time for the Elite to simply double their lead and make it 4-2. Yes. And I think the best part about this, Maple, is that I got to be honest, now that we're done with the whole preamble section of the broadcast, I kind of sort of thought this was going to be a demo steamroll. And I am so pleased to be wrong. It's not, there aren't many professions where you can afford to be wrong, let alone appreciate being wrong. I love being wrong in this job because it means that expectations are being subverted. And with 15 seconds to go, the Elite are getting a win that by every stat line says that they shouldn't be getting right now. And I do hope that it's a sign of greater things to come. It won't be here, though. 3-3 on the scoreboard with 3 seconds left.
This game has been a roller coaster of emotions. Back and forth and upside down and tipsy-turvy and absolutely everywhere. And nothing short of exciting. And this has been solid. So I think we're about to head into OT unless Poverty is able to get an insane angle. But that's not going to happen as the ball falls off, Leachy. Here we are in overtime in game 1.
The longer the ball sits on the person's roof, the more you start to believe. You're like, oh my God, they have it under control. Oh my God, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And then it hits the ground. So anticlimactic. Mystic GX turning on an open goal. Won't miss that one. Sidebar and in. The Elite will get that win they were looking for. Had to fight a little extra hard to get it, but get it they most assuredly did.
The Elite win this game. And so do we and the fans and everybody watching at home win because that was a nail-biter. And that is what we want to see. That is excitement. That is exactly what we have here in MLE, especially as we get closer to the end. And Leachy, I think the keys here, honestly, was just that maybe the Demolition aren't quite taking the Elite as seriously as they should. And one of the things I want to point out in looking at the stats here, looking at the stat line, is so far this season, Luxurious Poverty is 15-5 in doubles, and Sky is 18-5. But Axe is only 3-7, and Mystic is 2-7. So they haven't played a lot of games. And so as a result of not playing games, there's not a lot of information really available for us. And sometimes maybe they're putting out a lineup that is actually going to be really solid and communicates well, and that's something we just don't know about. And I can't help but think that's kind of what we saw was maybe a bit of underestimation here on the part of the Demolition in game 1.
I'll tell you what, yeah, maybe Mystic and Pancake haven't quite played a lot, but 1,000-point game for Mystic, an MVP performance in Academy League, that is nothing to shake a stick at. And I am super excited for what the rest of this series has in store, because that sure didn't go the way I was expecting it to. And like I was saying before, as long as my expectations are being completely overwritten and reversed 100%, I'm happy. That's all I need.
I'm with you, man. Listen, I never want to see the script followed entirely, right? I like to see it get flipped upside down, pages taken out and rearranged, and that's what we saw. You and I both thought the exact same thing. We talked about it pregame, and we talked about it after, but I just want to pause for a moment. What a great doink here by Sky. Listen, Luxurious Poverty is a great touchdown. Sky's in the perfect place. No defenders behind her. She makes no mistake and puts that in. 1-0 already for the demo, but still plenty of time left for this game to develop and for more exciting Rocket League action to happen.
God, she didn't even have to do that either. She could have just sat there and let it roll off the side of her hood. Whoa! What a save by Luxurious Poverty. Voice hitting a note I've never hit before. Pardon me there, but dear Lord, I think it warranted that. The demo, Luxurious, I need to see that one in slow motion again. What a save by the Demolition. Ladies and gents, remember, plays of the week don't just have to be goals. They can be saves as well. Luxurious Poverty will get a goal here to credit that ridiculous save we saw about 15 seconds ago. Wow.
What play. We have seen some awesome mechanics and some really solid play from these two teams. And I'm not going to lie, I can't believe that we're in AL seeing this quality of play. This is CL. And with that attempted flip reset earlier, I mean, I could have mistaken this for some of the ML play that we see sometimes, Leachy.
What? And I have to admit, it is a very cliched thing at minor league esports to say, going down a rank in gameplay. Hope it's just as exciting. It is legitimately as exciting, if not more so, compared to the Champ League game. Elite getting one back off this back wall pinch from Pancake, and Mystic in a perfect position to knock this in. Maple, long may this series last. Please.
I hope this series is this exciting and this tight the whole way, because this is a phenomenal series. And I hope that everybody at home is enjoying it. I know that my 9015 printer here is making sounds every once in a while. She's loving this gameplay, Leachy.
How far through the printing process is she, by the way? I know you said at the end of the game it'd be done, but like, is there a percentage?
Yeah, she's working on it. She's taking her time. She wants it to be perfect for you. She knows that you work hard and you really deserve to have the best of everything.
Including my fictionally printed documents.
Yep.
Oh, Mystic is going to get this one. Ties it up. Back to Carball. It's 2-2.
Well, a good little slow roller here, and Luxurious Poverty is not quite able to get the touch that they want. And Mystic makes absolutely no mistake, which is something that we've seen Mystic not do, which is make a ton of mistakes. And another great goal to tie this game up. Still 3 minutes left. Leachy, it looks like we might be treated to a whole bunch of goals, and not just cheap ones, good goals too.
Favorite kind of goal. Sky not getting the boost. We'll rotate back out to safety. Heading all the way back. In fact, Luxurious Poverty is also low on boost, as is Mystic GX. Great pinch from Sky, looking for the read off that back wall. Couldn't quite get it on account of Pancake being there. Playing spoiler to those plans. Luxurious Poverty knocking it over to Sky. Waiting for this one to come down. In fact, actually jumping a little bit prematurely. Mystic now. Leaving it to Pancake to get that 50. Gets a decent one. Mystic can follow up on this. So can Sky. That one's almost on target. Poverty knocks this one away. Great pass over to Sky. She hands that off the midfield line for Poverty. Pancake. Great touch. Oh, Sky almost beaten there, but got a little bit of help from the woodwork. 2 minutes left. We're still tied at 2 apiece.
2 goals apiece and 4 really exciting goals at that, and some phenomenal play here, as the midfield seems to be where a lot of stuff is being played now, and this ball is just constantly being challenged by each other, and there hasn't been a ton of great chances, and every time there is a chance it seems to be put in the net, Leachy. So I think that both teams are, I feel like they're kind of they're slowing down a little bit, trying to see if the other team could be forced to make a mistake that somebody can capitalize on.
Poverty, good demo attempt, good dribble attempt, and did get the demolition as well. The namesake of the franchise, would you believe it? Just couldn't make it work. Sky, no way, looking for the double tap, does get the second touch, but turns into more of a pass. No, double whip, wide open for the demo, won't miss that one any day of the week. That's 3-2 to the demolition.
Yeah, punish on a huge mistake here and a double commit. Communication is so important, and when you're tied, it is so much more important to make sure you're not doing things like a double commit on a shot on the defensive end, because you just leave yourself wide open, as we saw there. And like you said, no mistake from the demolition as they punish that mistake and take a 1-goal lead here in game number 2.
Sky up the sidewall. This is contact with that ball. Luxurious Poverty will need to come in. Will get beaten by Mystic. Sky up, looking for some fancy stuff in midair. Kind of hard to do stuff midair when you're at a boost, so her rotation back will be very slow and labored. Mystic, a great shot. Wow, Poverty didn't get the greatest touch on that ball to keep it out, but keep it out he did. Pass out from Sky to Poverty now. Or as Sodomi likes to call him, Luxy Wuxy. Don't think I didn't see that one, Sodomi. Keep that one in my mind forever. Luxurious, slightly off target. Follow-up shot, couldn't quite get there. Mystic beats him to the ball. Final 15 seconds or so, counting down. 1-goal lead still in the hand of the demo. Great save by Pancake, relying on the 50, and now Mystic trying to break with this counterattack. almost on target. This one's off the back wall. Pancake coming in. No, Poverty gets there first. Knocks it downfield. Mystic won't be there in time. Game number 2. Going to the demo. Take a deep breath, ladies and gentlemen. We have at least a 60-second break.
I am sweating. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sitting here. I'm sweating. This game has been insane. And these two teams have been nothing short of so exciting that honestly, I want to see more. And we're limited to 5 games. I want to see 10. And I'm sure they don't want to play 10 because that is exhausting.
Can you
and
imagine?
I'm sure you and I would also be a little bit tired after talking for that long, and people might get tired of us. But I'm going to tell you, this action has been phenomenal, and both teams are playing very well. Now, neither team is playing a control style of game, which is probably why we're seeing so much back and forth. We're seeing a little bit of, a defensive play comes in the midfield, and then the other team takes possession, and it's kind of back and forth. Maybe a couple opportunities at one end or a shot off the backboard, and then we go for that counter attack, and that's where we're seeing some of our goals come. And at the end of the day, the demo win this game on an error made by the Elite, and not necessarily because of a skill difference. I'm honestly, this has been great. Leachy, what has to change for the Elite to win this game?
I don't know, man. Score. I mean, it has been so even between these two teams. I was just looking, while you were talking there, I was just taking a quick glance at the scoreboard, looking at the stats. There was pretty much nothing in it apart from the Demolition obviously having one more goal. I mean, these teams are not playing like teams who are on paper 4th and 13th in the conference respectively. These teams might as well be fighting for the top 2 positions in the entire conference, let alone in the entirety of Academy League. And that's the great thing about this game, and honestly probably about most games and most esports that you watch, is that thank God this stuff isn't played on paper, because it would be so much more boring and you wouldn't get incredible results that like we're seeing here. I am absolutely loving what I'm seeing, and game 3 out of our 5-game series now has been 50 seconds gone underway here. Demo looking to break away with the goal, but I think Mystic will be first back to this one. A great pass across to Sky. Now this one is wide open for the Elite. They will see this one in 62 seconds gone. That's all it took for the Elite to find the opening goal of game number 3.
As the official math caster, using Maple math, I do agree with you that it is 62 seconds.
Yes.
102 wouldn't quite have been right, but you know what? I like where you're coming from, and I knew exactly what you meant.
It's
minute
metric
and 2
time.
seconds. Yeah, that's okay. Sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with something like that. Oh man, another counter attack here. Mystic GX making absolutely no mistake. And unfortunately, the mistake in here was actually made by the demo. I think Luxurious's pass out to Sky, out to his teammate, was a little bit too close to the defense, and that's why they were able to get to the ball first.
Underrated skill, especially down here, is putting those clearances when you see an opening, putting those clearances on target, because you never know when something is going to be gifted to you for free. This one definitely wasn't gifted to them for free, but Mystic did well all the same to put that one on target. Maple, it's a 3-goal lead for the Elite.
It is, and I'm surprised. We have seen some really great back and forth play, but we haven't seen any sort of dominance yet. Now, I recognize that this is only game 2, but again,
3.
We saw what this game looked like based on the stats and stuff that we have. And what's exciting is I think we're starting to see some playoff level play here already, because we're starting to see these underdogs, and we're seeing it in more than just this series, but especially right now, we're seeing the underdog come out and absolutely dominate.
Pancake. Oh, great pop. That was almost a little bit rude, especially for Academy League, but I love seeing it. Luxurious Poverty. Shot attempt. No. Almost suicidal. Double commit there. Sky is now stuck in goal. Mystic will put this one on target. Last ditch attempt there from Poverty will keep the ball out, but that is a mistake that the demo will definitely never want to happen again, because if the Elite had about 5% more accuracy there, that was done and dusted. That would have been goal number 4. Honestly, I think demo should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
Yeah, I think they should be actually too, but just as we say that, a little bit of a misplay here, maybe some poor communication or just odd positioning here by the Elite, and Axe Pancake gets a touch that I don't think that they should have tried to take. I think Mystic was able to take that ball, maybe a little bit of a panic, and Luxurious Poverty makes no mistake in punching that ball in, and it is a 2-goal game. And Leechy, I heard you yesterday on stream talking about a saying. What is it? 1 is none and 2 is 1, or something like that? Maybe it wasn't you. Was it Lars that said it? I apologize if that's
probably.
The case.
Did it sound smart? Because if it did, it was probably Lars.
Okay, it might have been. I thought I heard you say it, so I apologize. I didn't mean to. And that is twice I've confused you with somebody else today. And
yeah, I'm not a big fan. We'll talk after this.
Okay. Listen, if you want your print job, you better just be careful. Axe Pancake with a solid goal, and what is this but another punish? It is another counter-attack on a hard ball hit off their backboard and an overcommitment by both of the demo players, and the 3-goal lead is regained here as we have about 2 minutes left in this game. Leechy, is a 3-goal lead going to be too much to overcome?
Honestly, I think so. I think it's time for the demo to start looking to the future. Woo-hoo-hoo! Especially when Pancake is here, making it a 4-goal lead with some solo flickery trickster-isms here.
God. Man, you obviously you read a lot, I can tell.
Dude, I'm toast. Oh my God.
That was awesome. You know what? I agree with you. And now that it's a 4-goal game, I think that it's going to be too much to overcome. It doesn't mean the demo don't get another goal, but I think we're going to call this one for the Elite. I'm going to anyways. I'm fairly comfortable doing that now. A 2-1 series, or sorry, the Elite winning this would be surprising, but it would not be undeserved.
Oh my gosh, 6-1 Elite. They simply won't stop putting the hurt on the Demolition, and honestly, I don't blame them, because to take your foot off the gas would almost in a way be disrespectful in the spirit of competition. You need to be playing 100% of the time, and no bones about it, that's exactly what the Elite are doing. The demo, it is very much time to start looking towards the future. Yes, Poverty gets a second one back that'll almost certainly be what I like to call a souvenir goal, but it's time to look. It's time to look to the next game. It's time to figure out how the Elite have managed to put 6 goals past you, and you've only been able to put 2 past them. The ratio there, honestly, I'll go as far as to say, Maple, is kind of unacceptable for a team that is this high up in the conference standings. The Demolition are 4th right now, and maybe, yeah, it's like a late season surge by 2 Elite players that haven't played a ton this season, but it is what it is. You're representing your team, and you've got the weight of the numbers behind your team, and right now, it's not looking... the demo don't look like they should look, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I agree with you, actually, and I think what you're saying makes complete sense to me, right? The demo are the #1 team in their division. They're up on the next team by... you know what, I don't recall how many games it was when I was looking at it earlier. But at the end of the day, they should be winning these games, right? They should be winning fairly handedly. And right now, the Elite are doing what I suggested at the beginning, which is they want to play spoiler. And I don't know that the Elite were out anyways. And I certainly don't think they're out of the running the way they're playing. I mean, this twosome is playing really well, and they are outplaying the demo. It's not... Again, there were a couple of easier goals at the beginning. The first couple of goals were... 2 or 3 of the goals have been counterattacks, but not all of them have. And so I'm curious to see if, kind of much as we saw in the last game, if there's going to be a big change in Game 3 as one of the teams makes some adjustments. And in this case, it needs to be the Demolition.
Sky catching this one, gets it taken off of her hood. Pancake up high, down to Sky, hits the ground. And I don't have a word that rhymes with ground. Elite take game number 3 to take the 2-1 lead in the series. Both players within touching distance of 1,000 points. 6 shots each. What, 4... the assists don't even matter because 7 goals is 7 goals. It doesn't matter how many of those are assisted. Dear Lord, Maple, I don't really know what else to say. The Elite have... I mean, this is a completely out-of-the-blue performance for me, at the very least. Like, knowing what I knew coming into this, which admittedly wasn't a lot, I don't have any other ways to say this was a completely blindsiding performance from this Elite squad. Yeah,
you know what? I've seen Axe Pancake play before. I know that he's got some skill. He's certainly got some ability. But Mystic is somebody that I'm not super familiar with. But I'm becoming familiar with their play. We're seeing almost 1,000 points. Last game, we saw 1,000 points. I mean, this has now become a thing. I think for the demo to win, they've got to isolate Mystic. But on the other hand, Axe Pancake had over 800 points. So it's not like a crazy carry, right? Yeah. This is 2 players playing well together and playing off each other's strengths. And the demo are going to have to be way more physical and probably try and speed it up and make it uncomfortable for Axe and Mystic in order to win.
Oh boy, Mystic. Oh, getting the scoring started early. Oh my God, 5 seconds and just spears it in from halfway up into the air. Beautiful shot.
What an absolutely stunning goal. 5 seconds in and already Mystic is up to no good. Punching that ball in and honestly, I mean, I say up to no good, but this is good. Love seeing this and love seeing the quality of goals just like that.
Pancake. Turning on this one. Uses the boost quite well. I mean, used a ton of it, but did come away with possession. What a 50 as well. Still has the ball. And the 100 boost to boot. Looking for some kind of a backwall pass. No, in fact, goes for the flip reset and bumps the defender out of the way. Unfortunate that Mystic couldn't see that one in. Ooh, bit of a whiff there. Awkward position now. Use that power slide button, my friend. Helps with those recoveries. Mystic into the corner. Poverty. Great pinch up. Pancake. Over the top. Oh, not quite over the top of Sky, but she can't quite make contact, so now Pancake will get a little bit of forward progression here for completely free. Out towards Mystic.
What a play.
Never gonna miss that one. 2-0.
No, what a great play here by Axe Pancake. Just decides to go up and over, waits for Luxurious to turn down and face downwards, and knows that by popping that ball up and over is going to get a solid pass out to Mystic, who is in the right place at the right time, as Mystic has been for just about all of the games that we've been watching so far. And yeah, this is solid. This is really good play, and we're starting to watch the Elite, dare I say, put on a little bit of a clinic here, Leachy.
Clinicians. By their definition, are people who... okay, I'm fully abandoning that. I'm just going back to play-by-play. I have no idea where I was going with that train of thought.
I was wondering. Oh, man.
I was like, come up with something, and then 5 seconds went by, and I was like, it's not worth it. Pancake off to the right. Not to Mystic. Mystic waiting patiently. Oh, a dunk. Is that on target? Not quite. Made Sky have to think twice, though. Can't quite get back on her wheels. Pancake. Decent 50. Stalls it out there. Pancake having to rotate out. Mystic, decent touch. Backboard pass. Pancake shoots it a little bit short. That you feel like a slightly further to the right, and that was a guaranteed 3-goal lead. And Maple, honestly, I feel like I don't know if the demo would have been able to come back from another 3-goal lead this early in the game. There's still time for it to happen, but man, I haven't seen much change in them from the past game to this one to bolster my confidence in them at all. Excuse me. Easy for me to say.
No, I totally agree with you here, actually. I think that sorry. I'm mixing my words here, because I think that what we're seeing, honestly, is a failure to adapt and adjust by the demo. The elite, saw what happened in game 1, turned it up in game 2, turned it way up in game 3, and here we are in game 4, and the elite are still doing it. It's already 2-0, and I know that you can look and say, well, there's 3 minutes gone, so 2-0 isn't abnormal, but what we saw was that 2-0 came really early. And so far, it's just been the elite kind of holding off the demo, but the demo are not able to get anything going. And I don't know what's going on, but as we just saw here, Sky was quite far back. And that is, I mean, if in twos, you can't be so far back. Otherwise, you're going to get punished, or you're playing so passively that you're not going to get any really solid opportunities. I don't know. The demo are just, failing to adapt.
Mystic depped into that ball up the wall. Oh, interesting touch from Pancake. It was actually kind of, sort of on target.
Yep.
Not threatening enough. Great demo by Poverty. Sky waiting patiently for this to land on her nose. Sends it out to the right. Loses possession as Poverty has to chase it down now. Full boost. Great challenge there, but the ball, or rather the goal, is left wide open. There's that third goal, courtesy of Mystic. Things keep getting worse and worse for the demo.
They are getting worse and worse, and you know what? Even though they try to demo at the other end, they're trying to find and use that namesake of theirs and that skill that they practice on their team. That DJ works so hard with his team to help build, and that's not even helping. So at this time, I know that Luxurious Poverty and Sky are two excellent players. We've seen some really good plays out of them, but do they have what it takes to figure this out and come back with only 45 seconds? I'm not sure in this game. Are we already looking at game 5, Leachy, and what do they got to do? What changes do you think they need to make? Or is it just that the elite are just that good that they're just outplaying them that much?
I think they need to be, honestly, going for broke a little bit more. The demo, I don't know, man. Like, we saw the ability for them to score some pretty sick goals early on in the series, but I feel like they've just been, as goes the story for so many other. Oh wow, fourth. Okay, goal number 4 for Mystic. As goes the situation for so many other teams in this league, they're just being pinned back and they're not being allowed to break out. I think with the series mathematically done, right? Because the elite are going to take this. It's 3-1. And if anybody is new, by the way, to Minor League Esports, we'll touch on this again real quick. We do play all 5 games in our series here, so it is not a best of 5. It is a 5-game series because every single game matters when it comes to playoff qualification. I don't know. They're done in terms of series win, but the demo could still make this a 2-3 for them. And nothing they've been trying has worked so far, but nothing they've been trying has involved going for absolute broke. I think they need to sell out. They need to be just an absolute flurry of attack on this ball. They need to get into that obnoxious style that I love so much of ball chasing. They need to get in the elite's face and take their gameplay and shove it right back in their face, because none of this slightly more calculated gameplay is working out. It's an approach that I would initially go for as a player, but it's not working. You've got to try something else. And at this point, for me, there's nothing left other than get in their face, get aggressive, go for bumps and demos, and turn on the ball. Easy for me to say, be smart with the boost, but turn on the ball. Get in their face and just don't let them have an instant to breathe.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know what? I just got a message here from Sky. She's actually going to come out, and we're going to see DK come in for Game 5 as a substitution in the series. I mean, is this going to change things? This is going to be tough. DK's coming in cold. I guess I feel bad. Sky, I thought she was playing well but she just she informed me that unfortunately her controller keeps disconnecting and so has to change. I mean, is this the flip of the script? Because I agree with what you were saying earlier, right? I said the same thing. I said what we need to do is see them push really hard because they were being a little bit passive. But you know what? Controller issues could be a reason that Sky was being passive, because she didn't want to overcommit and then not, or commit hard and then not be able to get back. So, you know, let's see if DK coming in is able to change things. Wow.
This is stop it! It's Academy League. What are you doing? You're rotating around the ball like 16. Okay, not 16 times, like once or twice, but still ridiculous. Elite, I mean, those are the kind of plays that are going to win you Academy League games. Insane. I don't care how good DK is, because I mean, he's not pulling stuff off like this. I hope he can for the demo's sake, but I mean, Pancake just putting to bed any thoughts of like, hey, could the Elite finally be slowing down now that they've won the series? Absolutely not.
No, there's no way that the Elite are gonna. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I obviously, excuse me, I'm not sitting in comms with them, but I don't see the Elite slowing down because this is working, and the Elite are trying to fight to get into the playoffs. They need this. I mean, a 4-1 win for the Elite is huge, and I'm not sure. I didn't look to see how far ahead the demo are, but going down 4-1 and a net 3 losses in games can be really big. It could be enough to push them. Like I said, I'm not sure how far ahead they are, but yeah. When with Axe doing what he just did, I mean, slow down? No, not happening. And just as I say that, Mystic GK, great read off the wall, fantastic positioning, which came off a pinch and just stood there, waited, and punched that ball into the net. 2-goal lead already, 3:48 left. Leachy, is this the same as the last couple games where we're going to see the Elite just run away with it?
Could be. I mean, I have yet to see DK get in the play enough to impress me. That pass almost shut me up, though. That was excellently done, and Luxurious Poverty was super quick to pounce on it. Just unfortunately that the Elite were just as quick to deal with it defensively. Poverty will not turn on this one. Leave it to Mystic. Okay, a delayed challenge worked out beautifully, going for the demo as well. I'm liking the aggressive turn here. DK towards an open goal. It's not quite on target. Poverty will turn for a second attempt. Can't beat that pesky back wall. DK shooting it towards an open goal. 0 boost for Mystic. Ooh, difficult spot to be in. Couldn't really do anything. DK gets the first goal for himself.
Yeah, you know what? The Demolition needed to get on the board here. Another goal by the Elite would have been absolutely demoralizing for the demo, but instead DK sticks to that ball. Mystic has no boost, and DK stays on it, gets that goal in on a tough shot and a tough angle. And you know what? That is the confidence boost that maybe they needed to come back and possibly bring it back and tie it up here in Game 5.
Oh, okay, decent save by DK right there.
Yeah.
On that goal line. Opting, okay, interesting choice. Not challenging that, leaving Poverty in a difficult situation. Probably just figuring that he couldn't turn around in time. So I don't blame him. As long as the communication was there, that's all that matters. Poverty getting beaten. Mystic into the corner. DK will rotate back post. Simple clearance. Mystic coming in with the shot. Actually puts it high. Backboard pass. Hopefully Pancake is there, and was, but Poverty sends it sky high, so no chance able to be taken there. Pancake will get the follow-up. Maple, they're everywhere. The Elite are everywhere they need to be to get this ball in the back of the goal. I love it.
And it's crazy to me. You know, I just see Mystic and Axe Pancake like it virtually the exact same spot in the corner. And, you know, from everything I've done, with coaching that I've done, with playing that I've done, I tell people don't do that, avoid it, and yet it works, and that's what's crazy. The Elite are playing sometimes a little bit unconventionally, and it's working, Leachy, and it's, you know what, it's entertaining. I love seeing it, and it's working because we see a 3-1 lead, only a couple minutes left, and you know, the potential to get that victory is slowly starting to dwindle away here.
Oh, very close woodwork. Pancake, plenty of boost to work with. The world's slowest double tap, but didn't quite work out. Didn't need to work out because Mystic was there to clean up. That is the 4th goal for the Elite.
Yeah, that is the fourth goal for the Elite, 2 each so far on 9 shots. I can't believe this. The Demo only have 2 and only have 3 saves. We're looking at Mystic with 5, Axe Pancake with 4. I mean, these guys are playing so well together, Mystic and Axe, and they are absolutely putting on a clinic here on how to play and how to play well. But as I say that, a little bit of a mistake and an overcommit, and then Luxurious Poverty punches that ball into the net and is able to bring it back within 2 with 1:30. Lots of time, we know that, but I'm curious to see if the Elite are going to slow down a little bit and maybe try and trap that ball and wear that clock down, Lychee.
Honestly, I would. At this point, yeah. You've got the 2-goal lead. At the very least, I have enough self-belief that 90 seconds I can hold out defensively, not stretch myself too thin on the offensive side of the ball, and just make sure that, absolutely to the detriment of my attacking ability, but you don't need to attack. You've got that 2-goal lead and only now 70 seconds or so to defend it. Lock things down. Or you could be Mystic and put shots on target like that. Great save for Poverty. Lock it down. No need to risk it. For anybody questioning, I saw some people looking around saying, really? They were talking about the Elite being underdogs. Sure doesn't look like it to me. It doesn't look like it to us. Let me just reiterate real quick. Coming into this week, Demolition, out of 16 teams, were 4th in the Orange Conference. The Elite were 13th. A 9-position gap between those two teams. And the Elite, almost managing to make it 5. Bouncing on the goal line painfully. Pancake will finally make it 5. The Elite really have just bypassed all expectations here. A number 13 team taking down a number 4. Now, granted, it really doesn't do much to hurt the Demolition's chances for playoff contention. They are still at the top of their their division. And cruelly, Maple, I will say this is probably the most unfair part. The Elite, with this 4-1 win that I'm sure it's going to be with 15 seconds left, given that they are now given, they had 18-32. That was their record coming into this week. They will now go to 22-33. Based on wins, that moves them up a single position in the conference, which is just a cruel fate, like a situation of cruel fate that I don't know. I could barely bear to present it to everybody listening right now, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, the Elite, just their early season performance left them in the lurch, and I'm loving that they're able to put in this hard work against the Demolition now. I hope it can continue for the last 3 weeks of league play that we have left. There's is it 3? Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks, something like that.
It is.
Because I really, really hope it's not a case of too little, too late, because this was a brilliant Elite team that we just witnessed.
Well, I think what we were looking at earlier, and I was just going to double check real quick because I had the stats up, but my computer's being funky. Yeah, sorry, I think, here we go. Nope, that's the CL. I'm sorry, I just wanted to try and pull these up.
You got it. You got it.
So
I believe.
That's okay. I can't find where I must have closed the window, and my printer didn't print them off properly.
Come on, printer.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I know, right? So they were 13 games back.
Yeah.
Now they've got 4 games. That only puts them 9 back. Now that's assuming other stats have been put in and all that good stuff. But a 4-1 win is huge because we're heading into divisional matchups where some people will say every game is worth 2 because you're moving up and down within your division, and that's how you make the playoffs, right? So I think for the Elite, this is a great start, and I think it leaves them in a position to be able to climb up and out in their division and possibly either grab a wild card spot or maybe even grab a division if they could continue to play like this, because honestly, what I saw today from Axe, Pancake, and Mystic was fantastic play that should be able to take them into the playoffs if this is the game mode that they're going to be playing in.
I could not agree more. That performance warranted a playoff qualification spot. So I hope that this late season rush is able to pull them as close to playoffs as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a blast. Maple, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I hope everybody else out there had half as much fun watching as we did, screaming over the top of some G-dang carball. We are not done. On the other side of this break, 2 new commentary faces for you to listen to, and we're moving to 3s. We move from 2s to 3s, so 2 more cars on the field, 6 total. That's how math works. Staying in Academy League, it's going to be Tyrants versus the Spectre. You're not going to want to miss it.